Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM aimed at existing Workbooks CRM users, or indeed anyone seriously looking at Workbooks as a new CRM solution. And in this one, we're going to cover the multi-currency add-on or extension, as it's called, for Workbooks. So if in your organization, of course, if you're trading outside the UK or outside your home country, there may be some people watching this outside of the UK, then this is a kind of must-have add-on to your subscription. Well, let me just clarify that first of all. If you're on the Pro version of Workbooks, so bear in mind there's the kind of standard edition of CRM and business, and then there's the Pro version, a little bit more money, but it comes with a few important extensions, and one of those is multi-currency. But it's a small additional subscription if you're not on the Pro version of Workbooks. So why indeed track multi-currencies in a CRM? Well, two main things. First of all, better financial reporting. So if your business does operate in multiple locations, multiple countries, it's important to be able to track those financials in each currency and maybe get back to your base currency, maybe pound sterling. And then thinking about the sales process and the image of your company, if you're trading overseas, particularly as you know, Workbooks as standard can create nice looking professional sales quotations, and there's options for creating orders and invoices. So getting those quotes out and invoices out in the customer's local currency, that can simplify the sales process and, well, hopefully make it easier to close those deals in those locations. So in this session, we're going to go a little bit deeper into this module or extension, and the scenario we'll take you through. Maybe you're creating a quote in pound sterling, all right? And then you suddenly want to convert that to a foreign currency like US dollars or euro. You can, of course, directly create your quote in another currency, but I think doing it this way around, you can see kind of what Workbooks is doing. So hello, my name is Tim Wilmot. I'm joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrence-Hine, and our company, Wizard Systems, we're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of systems like Workbooks and a few others. And we help out mainly small and mid-sized organizations use simple and affordable solutions to help with their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only, as anyone that's frequently attending these events will know. If you've got any questions as we go through this, anything that comes to mind, particularly if it relates to multi-currency, then pop that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer that at the end. Okay, so let me hand over to my colleague Stuart, and Stuart will take us through multi-currency.
So Tim's explained the benefits of having the multi-currency. What we need to do in Workbooks is get it up and running so that it can be used. And so a couple of steps to go through, and I've already gone to the configuration screen, so I'll make this a lot easier to show. First thing you need to do is, if you have the module, is to make sure you've gone into licenses and modules and enabled it. The next step is to go to exchange rates and configure the rates for the currencies that your organization may use. And remember that you need 2 rates for each currency so that you're covered for both conversions. Here you can see I've got euros to pounds and pounds to euros and pounds to dollars and dollars to pounds and so on. And you build this up for every currency you're going to be working with. Once you've done that, you can then assign these currencies to the organization that you work with. Now, if you have what they call a multi-organization relationship, you might have offices in different parts of the world, and so they will have different home currencies and different foreign currencies. If I show you what I mean, if I go to my UK organization, you'll see that my home currency is pounds, this one, and I deal in US dollars and euros. So that's how you configure this up. But what does this give us? It's probably best explained by creating a quote. So let me close these screens. So I've got a customer, Alan Whitehead. Let me move him to the center of the screen. And he's asked for 5 of my briefcases that we sell. So I go to transactions and create a quote. Now the system defaults to pounds. This is my home currency. So I'll create a quote here. I'll call it flight brief cases. At this point, you just do what you normally do, which is to create it. It builds the process for me, still pounds, and now I'll add my products in pounds, which was one of the ways that Tim suggested. So if I start typing briefcase, here's the price. I set the quantity, again, nothing out of the ordinary, and here it is. This is a pound quote. I can save it, and in the usual way, I'd create a PDF, or I'd attach it as a PDF to an email and send it over to Alan for his approval. But we said about dollars. So I've just created it in the usual way, and it's in pounds. If I go up to these rates that I can work with and change it to dollar, I'll be prompted. And it would say it's going to convert the currency into using the exchange rate. I click on OK. You then get a prompt to say that the product details are going to be used from now on, and this is the rate it's going to use. Without doing anything else, the document currency is US dollars, and all the prices are in dollars, and it's been changed for me. And this means when I go to send a quote, I have a PDF and I have an attachment, I send a quote. If I go to dollars, you see there, it will just change it to dollars for me. I don't need to change symbols or anything like that. It's just a set quote, and it will do it all for me. What happens now if Alan suddenly announces, actually, could you do euros instead of dollars? As you saw, we don't have to do anything special to the quote. We just tell the quote to recalculate in euros. You get the prompt. This is the rate it's going to use. This is the rate that's in use at the moment in my home environment. And now I have it in euros. That's it. It's doing all the hard work behind there. It's working out the calculations, working out the prices for me. I just tell the system what currency do I want this quote in, and it will do the heavy lifting for me. This is an easy module to use, but takes a bit of setting up and looking after. That's it. Multi-currency in workbooks, and I'll hand you back to Tim.
Thanks so much. Yeah, quite straightforward once it's set up for you, or once you've set it up. And of course, if you are using it, any queries about it, then contact Wizard System Support. We'd be happy to help you. So I can see a few questions coming in, Stuart, just while we're waiting for attendees to pop in a few more questions. Quick roundup of Wizard Systems. So all we do is CRM. We do provide a number of different solutions, but Workbooks is a key product for us. We've got lots of experience with implementing CRM, as I say, mainly into small and mid-sized businesses. And as regards Workbooks, we cover the whole service for you. You only deal with us, all right? So it's like a one-stop shop for Workbooks, the consultation and providing you with quotations and implementing it for you, integrating other applications, training as well. That can be at your place or our place online, and the ongoing help desk support as well if you ever get stuck or have a query. Right, so on to the questions then, Stuart. So Keith is asking, how can you report on your sales pipeline when you've done loads of quotes in different currencies?
Okay, good question. You can report on it, but you need to set the report up correctly, as obviously £10 is not the same with €10. It is 10 plus 10, but because of exchange rates, you'll have different totals. What you need to do is build a report that has your home currency as its base. You then use a function called conv currency that would handle the foreign currencies. If you want to know more, let us know. There's a bit to go through with that one.
Yeah, we didn't show the creation of reports because there's that little step you've got to go through. But if anyone needs a bit of guidance on reporting when you're using multi-currencies, yeah, contact us at Wizard. Another question from Keith, actually pretty obvious one. Does the exchange rate update automatically?
For once, I get to say no. It's not. It's manual, and this is for businesses so that they can control their pricing. If it was automatic, you could create a quote with one price on one day and then save it but not post it. When you come back tomorrow, those prices will have changed if the exchange rate has changed. So what you do is you set the rate for that week or that month, and then until you quote, till the quote is posted, it'll remain at that rate. So it remains locked in. So you've got a lot more control over your pricing.
Yeah, we do supply a few other application solutions that encompass multi-currencies, and they have to be manually updated as well. So yeah, I think you've got more control there. Right, Ella's asking, I want to avoid confusion for my users. Can I create quotes that does not have the currency set yet? Okay.
Oh, nice question. Yes. Yeah, you can. During the demo, I opened a quote that was already set at pounds, and I made a quote in pounds, and then I went through and converted it to euros and converted it to dollars. But yes, you could. You could make a brand new record type for quotes. You'd then set the currency field to blank, and then when you open a new quote, one of the first things it would ask you to do would be, what currency is this to be set in? And you take it from there.
Okay. This looks like the final question. Louise, selling in euros, can we have a one-to-one conversion as it's a small proportion of our quotes? Yeah. Well, actually, the pound is doing a little bit better against the euro at the moment, but yeah, it could be, you might think it's not worth it. So like a one-to-one conversion, and typically that GBP euro rate.
Yeah, you set the rate, so you could follow the normal exchange rates. But when you convert, if you make the quote in pounds and then convert it to euros, so you bring in all the euro symbols and it covers all that side of it for you, there's an option at the top of the screen that will ask, do you want to convert the prices? But the top option is just bring the values in. So it'll remain as the prices will remain as your home currency, but the symbols will change to the foreign currency. So if you're selling it for £10, you'd sell it for €10. So yeah, nice and simple for that one.
Okay, thanks, the three of you for those. Right, well, let me just wrap things up by, as of October 2024, we're on 7.3. Stay tuned for new versions coming on stream very shortly. We had to postpone our advanced course last week, so we are running again next week. Our trainer was on holiday, so he's back off holiday. We're running there. If you're interested in coming to us and spending a day, no distractions, and focusing on advanced topics on workbooks, then contact us, please, at Wizard. And if you've got any topics for future workbook sessions like this, please drop us a line. We'd be happy to consider those. So thanks very much for those of you watching live, or if you're watching a recording of this. We'll catch up with you on the next Workbooks event. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.